Hi, everybody. This is Kelly Anderson with Biohacker Mom, and today I have a very special guest, Sabrina Vee. She is from Southern California, and she and I met on Facebook. One day, she just popped up, and I was like, "Oh, this girl, she looks kind of interesting." She was very much aligned with the way I thought about clean living and trying to use clean products. And I think I got in like right at the beginning when you first came on to Facebook, I think. And I think for a while I was like every post, I was like, I love this girl. I love this girl. So welcome, Sabrina. So happy to have you here today.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, thrilled. I've had to, I've had to kind of pull her in here.
Oh,
She was a little apprehensive to come on, and I was like, it's just fun. We're here to just have fun and hopefully educate people about healthy living, which Sabrina and I both feel very strongly about. So I'm just going to start this off. First of all, tell us a little bit about you.
all right. Well, let's see. I'm originally from the Dominican Republic, but currently live in Southern California. Um, I'm married and I have two children, a boy age 10 and a girl age 6. And my toxin-free journey pretty much started before I had kids, actually, and but really kicked up, especially when you start to have a child and you start to think about, even more, what can I do for them better than what I had or what I'm doing for myself right now. So that's kind of a little bit of how it started.
Okay.
Um, I certainly did start with the whole like clean eating first. That's where it all began for me. My husband actually lost his father, and he started to get more. He started looking into like the health side of things.
Mhm.
And my background is actually in health, fitness, and nutrition. So I was right there with him looking into, our foods that we were bringing into our home. And he started making some changes, and then we both started making those changes. Um, and so I feel like health is kind of a three-legged stool. So it's fitness, what you're eating, and also what you're putting on your body. So the fitness part and the eating part we had down, or we were really working on, but it wasn't until a few years ago that we really got that um, third leg of the stool, and that's the what kind of products are we using in our home for cleaning, and what are we spraying around our kids? What are we slathering on our body all the time? And what are we putting on our skin? Especially since one of my kids had like really sensitive skin and would get rashes. And so I started making my own like body wash for the kids. And I was dabbling in kind of making my own products and, doing recipes and stuff. But that wasn't really cutting it as far as what I was looking for. So that's a little bit.
So you found what you were looking for, right?
Eventually I did. Yes. So it actually, let's see. So what are we using every day? We're using personal care products, right? So we're washing our face every day, and we're putting on deodorant, and we're slathering on, body wash and lotion and everything. So I was mostly interested in making sure that I switched out to something healthy for my skin, for my face. So I'm aging. We're all getting older, right? So I was looking for specifically an anti-aging skincare line that was clean. Now, the funny part is that I wanted it all in this. I wanted it to be non-toxic. I wanted it to be clean, have clean ingredients. I wanted it to be anti-aging. And I was like, is this even possible? Is there something like this out there? And I ran into my company. I ran into Pure Haven, and I was just checking it out. Like, ooh, okay. They say they're toxin-free. What makes them toxin-free? You know, so I looked in a little bit more, and that's what opened the door for me to start learning about like reading labels on the back of products, not just on the back of food. And then because I didn't know what I was reading, I didn't know what I was looking at before. The words are long and big, and I don't know what that is.
Right.
You know, so my journey with Pure Haven has opened my eyes even more to, well, specifically the learning aspect of it. Like I'm learning, you know, we're all learning together how to read these labels and what they say and why are they good and why are they, you know, which ones are better and all that. So as I dug in and looked into it more, I liked what I was seeing. And not only did they have awesome skincare, and the way I was seeing it was I hadn't tried anything. I was just like blown away by the awesome testimonials that I was like, okay, I need to put that on my face and I need to get those on my kid's skin. And I just wanted to use it all. So that's kind of what led me to kind of just keep digging in more and learning more about the ingredients in our products and really wanting to jump in with this company.
So how long the company is Pure Haven and you are a distributor for them, right? And
Yeah.
so how long have you been with them?
So now it's been a little over 2 years.
Okay.
And that was my beginnings on just how I discovered them. I think somebody had posted about what was on the back of a hand soap, like the ingredients on the back of hand soap, and why each one wasn't, you know, like what do these things do? And, you know, having a background of health, fitness, and nutrition, I'm like, I like this kind of stuff. I'm all about anatomy, the body, the, you know, health and wellness. So that was like, we can geek out on this right now, you know? So I dug in and realized, wow, they're making products that don't have these ingredients. Pure Haven is. And what are they doing? They're removing the toxins so that we can protect our family.
So my question is, why, if we're able to do this now, if we're able to have skincare, hair care, toothpaste, all of these products that are completely clean, why were the toxins added to begin with? Was it just a fact that we just didn't know what the toxins were, or why? You know,
Great question. Profit for those companies. I mean, I grew up using what my mom and my grandmother used, right? So I use Dove and I use, you know, whatever else, other name brands, conventional, what's that?
Bleach.
Yeah. The conventional things that were out there and whatever you kind of were raised with, right?
Right.
I didn't give it a second thought. I didn't even think I had to think about what was on the labels, you know, on the product shelves. But, you know, I read a statistic is the average woman puts on 168 like toxin on her face before she even gets out the door in the morning. You know, so, but awareness, if we don't know that, you know, if we don't know why are these companies putting the toxins in there, because they can, because the US doesn't ban as much as like Europe and other countries. They ban 1,300 ingredients. Like, so Europe says no to all these ingredients and the US says it's okay. Just ban these 11. They ban 11. And then, but why? Why, you know, we deserve the best too. So as that becomes known out there, people are demanding better products. And the way that we demand that is we vote with our dollars. You know, we funnel them toward what we believe in and what we, you know, what's going to be good, safe for our families. And we, you know, don't funnel it toward the other companies.
I'm assuming like most of these toxins are synthetic. They're man-made. So possibly they are cheaper to produce, to create, rather than go out and harvest and, you know, grow in nature. Perhaps to just have a factory and just, you know, just keep, you know, pouring them out, pouring these toxic chemicals, whatever. Perhaps that's why they're used so widely.
And keep them on the shelf, on the store shelves, the preservatives.
That's true.
I mean, you can keep like a bottle of conventional body wash for years, conventional shampoo, conventional toothpaste. It just, you know, there's the preservative they use is to keep it on the store shelves for years and years and years. But that should give us a clue, like, what are we putting on our skin? What are we putting on our body?
So two things with that make me think of. I'm going to say the two, and then we can address each one because I think they're both interesting. A lot of people don't realize when they put things on their skin, they don't realize that is being absorbed into their body. People don't think about that at all.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. The second one is with the preservatives. And we were talking about this before we came on, there are all kind of hormonal disruptions from using these preservatives. So I want you, anything you understand about those two things, please.
Sure. Great. I'll touch on the absorbing through your skin. It's actually really interesting. So it takes about 26 seconds for what you put on your skin to be absorbed into your bloodstream.
Wow.
Think, really? Is that true? Well, think what's a nicotine patch? What's a birth control patch?
Right. Wow.
Don't they go right on your skin? And then we hope that they're doing what they're designed to do. Well, they're going right into our bloodstream and into our skin. It's quick. I didn't know that. I've been learning along the way too. You know, I've just been, I guess, you know, you don't know what you don't know, for sure. And then, yes, the preservatives and one of the big like ingredients to avoid, if I had to pick one.
I was going to say, what would the three be?
What's number one? And this is a toughie because it's everywhere. Okay. And it's like, once you know, it's like you see it everywhere, but it's very important. And it's fragrance. The word fragrance / you'll see perfume or perfume.
Okay.
That's a biggie because they don't tell you what fragrance is. In that one word can contain thousands of untold chemicals.
Wow.
Harmful chemicals.
Wow.
And the companies don't have to disclose it. They don't have to tell you what's
natural flavors in food.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what is that?
Those are equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They don't help
Okay.
you tell you what's in there too. That's a whole nother,
Oh yeah.
a whole
Oh yeah.
nother, but it's
That's
true. It's true. Those two are equivalent. And there's endocrine disruptors. So what is an endocrine disruptor? So they're chemicals that are in our products that affect the way our hormones function. They mimic hormones. So imagine our children using these sprays and these perfumes and these lotions and these lipsticks and the makeup and that have toxins in them.
Mm-hmm.
We don't, they're already dealing with having to figure out their hormones. We don't need to add more to stress and strain their body. But the good news is there are companies out there that want to protect and help your family not have those hormone disruptors and carcinogens and toxins in you in your products and ultimately in you. And that's,
Right.
I feel like that's such a huge aspect of our health,
Yeah.
that goes, that it's hindsight, like, oh, I have this health issue, cancer or whatnot. There are many, we don't know where it comes from, but it's, our body accumulates these things. These toxins are bioaccumulative, so they accumulate over time, right? So it's not just, oh, I'm just using a little. It's like you're using a little bit of cream, a little bit of, all throughout your day. So it's like you need to detox your days, your every day, And that's what I love. The mission of Pure Haven is to do that, they are very aware of the toxins, and they are just completely transparent in what they use. I mean, they vet out ingredients they like check out the ingredients of the ingredients. Like, they're very particular. Yes. So I was really impressed as I got to know them more, just how above board they are and that they really do care. And it is a bigger mission. They didn't create the products to share the mission. They have a mission, and these products are here that they offer to spread this mission, they don't want to just have everybody be aware and then not know where to turn to. So they wanted to create the best of the best. And that's what I've found in looking into them and using them.
How long has Pure Haven been in business?
So they have been in business, I want to say about 7 or 8 years now.
Okay. Where are most of their products made?
They're based in Little Rhode Island.
Oh, wow.
Rhode Island.
Wow.
I know, Clear across for me.
Room for that?
I know. But yeah, that's where their manufacturing facility is.
Okay.
They manufacture there. It's in a USDA certified organic facility.
Oh, wow.
So they've got production there, and then they ship out from, I want to say, Ohio. So they're growing. They've definitely grown. It's US based only right now. But it's definitely, the word is spreading, obviously Rhode Island to California and Alaska and everywhere here. So, but that's what we're on a mission to spread, this important health message.
Definitely. Well, I've used the bug spray and the sunscreen, and for one, I love how they smell. But very happy with those, and definitely plan to get more products for sure. I think what we're up against with this industry is the same thing that we're up against with food. We're so bombarded as society by these companies that don't care, that aren't being very responsible, and they have found a way to infiltrate to where they're so mainstream, and they're like a way of life, like Coke. I mean, I don't know what the beverage of choice is out in California, but I'm in Georgia and it's Coke everywhere.
Really?
Coke is, it's a Georgia company, so Coke
Oh,
is everywhere.
okay.
And that's a good example of a company that has just so far infiltrated into our way of life that you think it's the norm, and no
Right.
one thinks about the chemicals and all, and there's so much of that in skincare and home cleaning products and all of that.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts? I mean, you're just like one soldier on the ground. I'm one soldier on the ground. How, I mean, it seems when you think of it that way, it seems like such a huge mountain to get people on board. What do you think? What does Pure Haven say about getting people to wake up?
Yeah, that's a great question. Unfortunately, when something happens is sometimes when we wake up, like when a health crisis or a health issue, heck, quarantine and all that makes you think, how can I start, feeding my body better things so that my immune system is stronger to withstand something like what we've just been going through these last couple of years. And
Mhm.
still there, it's there in the back. But yeah, just more soldiers, awareness.
Mhm.
It seems like it could be like daunting, like how do we get everybody to know? But really, it's just taking the baby steps, one family at a time,
Mhm.
and it's that ripple effect. Um,
Mhm.
I hear testimonials all the time and read reviews all the time of people using these products and it making a difference in their family and in their life. People that are happy that they were shared, that someone shared this with them, and
Mhm.
that's how movements happen. We
Mhm.
can't do it all at once, so you got to start somewhere, and then that ripple effect, and we'll continue moving forward. So, and then the big companies will, they're getting the message, they're trying, because a lot of companies are trying to go green, or at least have like a green line of,
Label.
yeah, yeah, green label, like they slap on the green label. No, that's a whole nother thing, greenwashing, right?
Right.
Uh, but we need to be, as consumers, uh, number one, aware, and start reaching out and learning, like turning your product, over, and not
Mhm.
just reading the front, all the fancy, natural, green, you know, yada da. The proof is in the pudding. It's on that back label.
Right.
You'll know. Like, tell me all the, whisper in my ear and all that, but let's see it. Let's see it, and then you can look into the company as well and see how they do things. So
Yeah, I think teaching people to read labels is important. Same with food. It's just
mhm,
something that people. It's hard for them to get in the habit of it, or even think when they're in the grocery store or wherever they're in a rush. I've certainly done it. I've just been like, oh, I just need something and grab it, and then I'm getting home and I'm like, oh gosh, oh Lord,
or I missed it. Oh dang. Because
oh gosh,
you got to
yeah,
take a moment to do
yeah.
it. I do want to offer a guide. I have a guide, because it could be daunting, and people are like, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to read labels. I'm not a chemist, and I don't have a PhD in this. Well, I have available like a digital ingredients to avoid list and why.
Okay,
So I'd like to throw that out there as a little offer, if anybody's interested in
okay,
I can reach out, and we can get that in your inbox. And then now you have something. I have a physical copy of it too, but I have a digital one, and it's great to just be able to, like, what am I trying to avoid here? Because it
mhm,
can be like daunting. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do. And then you just kind of throw it out and don't do anything. But, when you're equipped with things like, looking for fragrance, that word, avoiding that, and then, a list of others, it helps. It helps to start somewhere, to start making those transitions.
Definitely. Maybe we can put that in the comments when we're finished here. You can give me the link and I'll just put it in we're on 1, 2, 3, we're on 5 platforms today. So that's pretty awesome. And then you're going to get this also. You can put this on your page too. So I definitely wanted to mention Sabrina's Facebook page, where not only does she talk about these amazing products, but she's just got a lot of just really good information. She's talking about anything and everything, clean living, toxin free. And so her page is, I want to make sure I say it right here, Better Health Through Toxin Free Living. Better Health Through Toxins. So, is it one? I can't remember. Do you have to have an invite to get in that group, or can you just join?
No, currently it's a public group, Better Health Through Toxin-Free Living.
Okay, yes. So Better Health Through Toxin-Free Living.
Yeah, hop on there. I love to share not just about personal care, but also health and fitness, our food, mental health, which is also a very important aspect of our health.
Most definitely.
So I like the whole well-rounded overall aspect of health.
I think when we first met, I said, you're a biohacker, and you were like, what's biohacking? But that is what a biohacker is in my definition. Everything, anything, everything that's helping us live as optimally as possible and prevent aging and have a good attitude about life. So you are most definitely in the biohacker clan for sure, Sabrina.
Biohacker realm. Here we go.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
So let's see. There was something else while we were talking that I wanted to expand on. And I was going to make a little note, and then you started talking about something that it's going to escape me at the moment. Any other thoughts or any things that you would? Oh! I remember now. This always happens.
Nice. Yes.
I also wanted to put out there. Do you know about the app Think Dirty?
Yes, I do.
Think Dirty app. So along with this, which sounds like a great resource that we're going to put in the comments that Sabrina has for chemicals, which I think that may be better to have on hand. There's also the Think Dirty app that you can look up different product brands to see how they rate. And it's eye-opening. Oh my gosh. Like some of the things, what's the dishwashing liquid? Dawn. Dawn was like not good on the Think Dirt. I was
they
like,
rate
what?
it.
I was
so like they give it a I think it's like A, B, and then F. It gets an F. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that it got as bad as an F, but it was like high
Or
range.
it does numbers like 1 through 10.
Yes. And I think one tends to be the cleaner, and then as it goes up, it gets dirtier. And I think it was a 12 actually. I think some of the Dawn products were, and I was like, they use those on ducks. How can they? I was like, this is bad.
Right.
So I was really shocked about that one because of their marketing, getting the grease off of the little ducks, and everything, getting oil off of ducks. I just always thought of Dawn as this is just perfectly fine. and I used
Of
the
course.
heck out of Dawn.
Yeah.
Till
So did
I
I.
looked up on the app and I was like, what? I looked up all kind of stuff and I was blown away. And so if you want to really have an eye opener, and probably what you've got to send as well.
Yes. Think Dirty. It's a great tool to like, if you don't know where to start, that's a great place to start. You can even like the ewg.org is
Okay.
also a great environmental working group.
Okay.
Is also great. They rate everything as well. So the Think Dirty and EWG kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
EWG is great for like, what is this ingredient? And then you can type in that ingredient and then it'll rate it, like it'll give it a number. You just have to kind of take it with a grain of salt too, because they have like people who are able to pay into certain ratings. So that's where it gets a little dicey with like Think
Right.
Dirty and EWG.
Definitely.
So, but if you're like, I don't know where to start and I want to, at least kind of get a feel for what ratings things have and what I'm using, is it on the better side or not, and where you need to start and all that, then those are great apps. Those are great apps.
Okay. Now, as far as illness, cancer being a very big one, of course. We talked about endocrine hormonal issues. What kind of research have you found about these toxins, how closely they are related to illness?
Yes. Well, I mentioned a little bit about it as like that endocrine disruptors mimic hormones in our body. We don't want any disruption with, as when we're young and as we're aging, as we're older and going through changes as well. And any of those, there's a ingredient called parabens, on the back of the label. They're endocrine disruptors. So doing your research, you find out what this is linked to: liver problems and cancer and health, different health problems. To get specific, you would have to know which ingredient we're looking at, but from skin irritants to internal organ problems, your body takes a toll. Your body, it's called body burden, and it builds up over time in ourselves and our children, even in our unborn children. They say there's over 200. I think there's a study that says there's over 200 toxins in umbilical cord blood, even before before the baby's born. So we can, that was a big thing for me. I was trying to make those changes, health and food wise, while pregnant, and if I had known about the personal care and all that and the products, I would have done that too. But
Definitely.
Yeah.
How do you think these toxins affect energy?
That's a good question. I haven't really dug into energy and toxins. I can only just, if you have blockages and if you have, if you are toxic, if you need to detox or have toxins, I could only imagine that would, block your energy. But yeah, good question.
When your body is trying to fight foreign objects or unnatural elements in your body, when your body is trying to ward off or fight those things, your energy goes down. So I would think by getting really clean on all of your all of your chemicals that you use throughout your entire house, your body is you're gonna feel more energetic because your body is operating at a natural level.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Versus in fight mode.
exactly, versus
Right.
trying to fight something off. And then of course, like we just said, a lot of this will just contribute to disease over time. And then your body is working really hard, and it not only becomes an energy issue, but it just becomes a survival and wellness issue. So it's really quite fascinating. I have been a thinker in this way, just I've been like you for a long time, and that's why I was just so magnetized. I mean, in the beginning I was like, I couldn't get enough of you. Actually, you were probably like, who is this weird girl? Who's this weird girl that just wants to comment on everything I do?
That's great. Hey, that's how we get to know each other.
What you are doing just really resonates with me a lot. And I hope by people watching this that if you've been interested in this area, I hope it will further make you start reading more labels, be more conscientious. And then if you haven't given it any thought at all, I hope that you're like, hey, maybe I should take a look at that lotion in the cabinet and what I'm using to clean my house. With kids, especially.
Yes.
Take note of all these things.
Yes. And pets.
And pets.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Does Pure Haven have products for pets?
They have a few pet products.
Okay.
Yes.
What do they have?
They have the stain remover deodorizer, paw balm to like help their the paw, the paw.
Right.
I've had several come back to me, like, because they lick their paws, and they're, what Pure Haven offers doesn't have toxins in it.
Okay.
So they are more comfortable with that. And then shampoo, pet shampoo.
Okay.
Again, it absorbs into your skin, our skin, and it absorbs in theirs too.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I think that's another thing. No one thinks about, like, when they wash their dog, what kind of shampoo, and then the dog is constantly, it absorbs from the skin and fur, but then the dog is constantly, licking to clean himself. Or cats. I don't know. I don't have a cat. I'm not sure how many people bathe their cats. But
they bathe themselves. No,
they bathe themselves pretty well. But that's definitely something to think about with your pets too, is what kind of products are you putting on them?
Right.
Well,
it's multifaceted. It's such a multifaceted topic. I mean, we could delve into other areas. There's more, but
most definitely. It's very interesting. Well, I'm really proud of you, Sabrina. I'm proud of you for kind of leading the march to try to get this information out to people. I know that anyone watching today is going to be thinking about this more. And I mean, I'm always thinking about it, but I'm even going to think about it more. And so I really appreciate that very much. I want to definitely invite you guys to check out her Facebook page. And it's I'll put it in the comments, but it's Better Health Through Toxin-Free Living. So, and then if anyone wants to reach out to you, Sabrina, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Right on the site is great.
Okay.
So, direct message is fine.
Okay.
I'm open. I mean, if somebody needs help reading a label or trying to decipher it, let's do this together, like we can learn together. And if you're trying to decide on something or you have a question, feel free to reach out, join the group. Let's learn together, and we can share this message and learn first, but we can get it out there and create awareness around this topic.
definitely. And check out the Pure Haven products. Check them out. And I can certainly vouch for the bug spray. We live in a very buggy place, and so I reached out to Sabrina right away, and I was like, I don't like DEET, and I've struggled for a long time with finding clean bug spray and sunscreen. Sunscreen's a whole other issue. We should have gotten into that. Maybe we can get into that another time. Um, and I just really like to have affordable, clean bug spray and sunscreen. I don't put a whole lot, we don't put a whole lot on our bodies anyway, but that is something that we do use. And so I reached out to her and she got me some of that stuff. And I certainly can vouch that it's good quality stuff. And it's probably what I will be using from here on out. So I can certainly encourage you guys to try that stuff.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you, Kelly. Thank you.
Yes, thank
for having
you
me
so
on.
much. I thoroughly enjoyed having you today, Sabrina. You guys out there, if you have any questions, please reach out to Sabrina or me. We're both here to help. We're both here to educate and encourage, and we are here to really lift you guys up. So whatever we can do, that's what we're here for. So if you want to check me out, I'm at, let's see, thebiohackermom.com. That's my website. And then I'm Biohacker Mom on Facebook, biohacker.mom.kelly on Instagram. And then you can check me out, Biohacker Mom on YouTube as well. So, Sabrina, thank you so much. And hope everyone has a wonderful, clean afternoon. Go out and get all of your clean, healthy products, and definitely contact Sabrina to try out the Pure Haven.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Have a great afternoon.